Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Green Zero here with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. That's right, I know it's been a while. I've been pretty busy. I didn't get to do anything last week, so yeah, super busy. But anyway, we have another game here for you today, and of course, big news, Kane's Wrath Online, back in action. I mean, we never really left, but we've been very quiet the last couple of months there. A lot of us just taking a break from this scene, but we are back. The site is all new, so you'll notice that it looks quite different. Big improvement over the last one, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Of course, new events coming up. We've got something planned for November. We're not announcing anything just yet, but it's going to be there in November, so stay tuned to our website. Again, we'll make sure any members who have signed up to us generally get a confirmation email if a tournament does become available, and they are, of course, most of them are open tournaments. So again, stay tuned to Kane's Wrath Online because we've got some cash prize tournaments coming up. That's right, lots of cash prizes, including random cash prizes. So even if you're not a very good player, as long as you play and you compete and you don't get disqualified, you can score yourself some cash. So let's jump into this game today. We have Swagged on Data, which is Dirty Dutch, playing Unleashed, UA, GDI versus Nod. That's right, they both picked their factions in this one, so I don't know how this is going to go. I didn't actually check to see who uploaded it. I just was linked it real quickly and I decided, yeah, I'm going to grab this because it's Dutch and it's Unleashed, and we have filthy, dirty, disgusting Dutch. I'm all Cybert style here with the zoom in. That's what I do with the top 10 replays sometimes. And it was like, oh, where's the top 10 replays of 2013? Hey, I never planned to do the top 10 of 2012, let alone 2013. Sorry guys, it was a pretty slow year, so again, there'll be some other special VODs out every now and then. I always do one every now and then, so something else will crop up for you. Dutch now, he is, of course, he's GDI. He's gone for one spike. Unleashed, what are you doing? Ho ho, we've got Engineers. Engineers moving across the side here. Now, we saw a game that he played against Panic the other day as well, and he did something a little bit different, but I think he was GDI instead, so he's got 4 engineers. He's probably going for an operations center, no doubt. He's got some Nod scouts here, so yeah, it's GDI vanilla versus Nod vanilla here. Dutch isn't going to get too much done down there. He can defeat these scouts here as long as he doesn't screw it up. Just because his scouts are better, yeah, he's not going to screw that up. He's going to be able to kill both these scouting squads, although he does not focus fire properly, and that cost him probably a bit more than it did, but didn't actually lose any members of that scouting squad there. Unleash is going to get scouted, and Dutch, is he going to see? What's he going to see? It's interesting. Oh, he didn't actually move. He's going to dig a foxhole. Wow. So Dutch can't see this yet. He can't see this. He can see the Black Hand squad now, and he's got another unit coming. He thinks Flame Rush. Oh, if he moved these carryalls, he could have tricked Dutch into thinking there was a Flame Rush, but he hasn't done so. Although these other carryalls, and oh man, he screwed it up. Oh no, he moved the Black Hand squad when he called in for the transport. Of course, if you move the squad before the transport picks it up, you cancel that. So again, he's moving out with his carryalls. 2 already down here. There's a Venom out. Wow, that's crazy. I bet you haven't seen a Venom this early on in the game. So he could actually take that spike. He could probably just land and do it. He needs the money as well because Dutch is going to be getting pretty far ahead at the moment. He hasn't actually placed down his second refinery here yet, so he's not that far ahead. I'm not sure if he's built anything. I can't see. I mean, there's another carrier there. Unleashed grabbing his second spike. Not going to get shot through the spikes. It does still happen, but it's pretty hard. It's basically 50-50 again. Although it tends to happen all the time with me, which is a pain, so I mean, he does have a Black Hand score. Where is it? It's over there. So Unleashed, he kept the air tower as well. He hasn't actually sold it just yet. Oh, there's 3 pitbulls. That's why Dutch was a little bit slow, because I noticed that his economy wasn't as good as it probably should have been, but there's 3 pitbulls here. And if this is a Scorpion tank, or whatever it was, he cancelled it and it was just about to come out. So getting slowed down because it was probably a harvester. But good movement here around the war factory. I reckon he could probably save this. Yeah, Scorp tank comes out now, getting repairs, and that's helping him a lot. He's moving towards 1 pitbulls that way. Yeah, he can't get shot as much. And yeah, good movement here by Unleashed, but he's getting trapped a little bit now. There's 2 Scorpion tanks out though, and oh man, nice movement there by Unleashed, continuing to move it around. 1 pitbull does go down, but yeah, Unleashed is gonna be able to save that. He might want to get it back to work. He's leaving it there for some repairs, so he's not, losing anything massive by not docking, but nonetheless, he still has the air tower. I'm not sure if he realizes it's still there. Of course, there's a Venom rocking around somewhere. It's over there. This is crazy. Crazy Unleashed, like always. He's got 6 harvesters, Dutch has, on his main field, which is oversaturation here, but you can still have 6. It's not too bad. Predator tank coming out now. Not sure what he's planning to do with those. Maybe thought the Predator tanks were going to rush him. Harvester is now out. Is he going to the blue field? Wow. Unleashed really going for that blue field. No, he does have all the spikes as well, and he's got the Black Hand squad in there, which is just a pain. These Scorpion tanks are running out. Wow, they did not scared at all about leaving his base wide open. Wow, those pitbulls could have come back. But I think Dutch is, or Unleashed is obviously confident. He's got great scouting because this Venom, of course, is keeping all this revealed for him. We'll have a look at Unleashed's vision. Yeah, Dutch can't see much at all. Unleashed can see everything through the center. He can see everything here. He might want to get a scout down to protect his spikes because it's very easy for Dutch to try to take those. And the flame unit's now getting pushed out of these buildings, and again still holding on to the air tower there. And one of these Predator tanks is actually pretty badly damaged. The Scorpion tanks might just be able to go forward and take it out. Yeah, wow, he's actually going to go forward. He needs to pull that one back though. He's going to trade, I think, although a Scorpion tank for a Predator tank is pretty good, and he is going to get it, and he's going to get both the tanks away again. Oh no, there's Pitbulls here. The Venom will go down, Unleashed not realizing they were sneaking up behind him, but both of his Scorpion tanks will get away unless Dutch decides to chase them down with the Pitbulls. The Black Hand squad's probably, yeah, just getting flamed or getting shot down by these towers. They can just take an ungodly amount of damage though from tower or gun type weapons. Those Black Hand APM of course would have helped out, but not going to have it now. Dutch, he's choosing to destroy this rather than capture. I mean, it's easily capturable, and he's going to hold it for more than 50 seconds, which would be the cost of his engineer back. So you really should just try to capture it. But Dutch not wasting time. He's just going to go ahead and destroy it. Unleashed, of course, you got to remember, he's had 40 cred a second just off spikes, and Dutch has had none of that. He's had no boost to his eco. He's solely on harvesters, so that's really helped Unleashed, and he's got a handful of tanks out. A nice size squadron. I mean, it's small. The MCV's moving to the center field as well, so again, probably a shorter rush distance as well. There's 2 war factories here. He's going back for more blue Tiberium. He did get 1 load. He's only got 4 harvesters. Oh, he's got 3 harvesters? 1, 2. Wow, he's only got 3 harvesters on his main, so that 4th one is on for the blue. Builds another one now, but there's Scorpion tanks moving around here. Not sure if Dutch is aware that they're there. There is a squad here running across the Tiberium. Would have seen that 1 tank. Not sure if there would be more coming with it, but he seems to think so. He's moving all his harvesters to the next expansion. These 2 are full. He probably would just get them to harvest, or to refine, sorry. So Dutch choosing to put them down there. Pitbulls get trapped in the corner. Wow, I didn't even see that. But Unleashed has just cleared those away. And now these Scorpion tanks are going to come in. They should be able to get that power plant, which is, again, it's just a nice touch. And he gets that Pitbull. He's like, nah, fighting Predator tanks near a war factory, probably not going to do it. 1 rocket squad out as well. He's going to poke back in. I mean, he's just keeping Dutch here. So Unleashed, very risky open here, made it work, and now he's ahead a little bit. I mean, Dutch does have an expansion down. I'm pretty sure he's got double ref down there. Yeah, there's a lot of eco here, and I mean, the thing is, Dutch needs some time to turn it into an army now. He's got 2 war factory, he's got 1 rack, so he's going to start pumping out a lot of units. His harvester here was pulled back, and Dutch seems to have temporarily forgotten about it. But nonetheless, another Venom comes out, and he's building militant squads. Maybe he's going to go for some kind of man spam. Are we going to see a shrine? He's got 4, 5 harvesters on his main. I'm not sure if one of those has blue tib. There's actually no, there's no harvester there. So yeah, he must have had the blue tib harvester refine again. Another harvester driving across the map here to the middle field, immediately starting to harvest. That's good work there. A few Scorpion tanks. Unleashed is split pretty thin. I mean, he's got units all over the place, but he's not really in danger of losing too much. He's going to lose this fight pretty much hands down. Yeah, rocket pred. Those Scorpion tanks probably should have pulled them back. They didn't really achieve too much. They didn't really damage this force very much. That 1 Predator tank almost dead, and the others have a few scratches on them, but they're in pretty good state of repair. These Scorpion tanks now push back some units here. There's some fire from some wreckage, but he is pulling back. He might have to watch out if these Pitbulls come with this army. He's probably going to lose this harvester. And no, they're actually staying back, but the infantry will detect it if they can run into the unit. Because, yeah, he's actually pulling it back. Nice work from Unleashed, so he's like, hang on a sec. And running over blue Tiberium, that's not good for your health, Dutch. These tanks moving back now. I think Dutch doesn't realize there's an expansion in the middle of the base, in the middle of the map, does he? Let's have a look. He doesn't seem... No, he doesn't. He's got no idea that's there. Wow, he thinks Unleashed is down here, and because Unleashed is retreating his tanks back, Dutch is just moving so far out of position now, and he is going for a man spam. He has one of the upgrades, the other one hasn't, it's stalled at the moment, but he might get it in time. But yeah, Dutch thinks there's a base here, and he's going to attack. Oh man, this is crazy. Actually gets hit by a hallucinogenic grenade, so he must be aware that there is an upgrade on the infantry unit, so he can probably predict. I mean, unless he didn't notice it, which would be kind of weird. Tib infusion not done yet. He should realize it now because he's getting attacked. And Dutch is like, well, yep, completely got snuck up on, has no idea that's there. And it's probably a good idea that hallucinogenic grenades was done first, because he's probably going to use that a little bit more than the Tiberium infusion right now, because he's not actually taking any damage in return. Tiberium infusion obviously giving you more hit points, and Tiberium invulnerability as well. And I think it gives him like faster movement speed or some crap. Let's have a look here. Increase hit points, increase movement speed, and provides immunity to Tiberium. I generally try to get that one first, actually, if I'm upgrading. but Confessors increases the combat effectiveness, so it makes them, increases their rate of fire, things like that. Other few bits and pieces I'm not terribly aware of, and of course they get an extra member, so there's extra units, and of course they have, oh geez, did I totally miss them getting cleaned up? Did Unleash lose his whole force then? Oh man, he lost his whole force to Hammerheads, and I was totally talking about some crappy upgrade. Wow, my apologies there. So it looks like Unleash has, Dutch has a lot of Hammerheads, and it's a good idea because a lot of Hammerheads is great. But if Unleash techs and he gets stealth tanks, he's not going to be having a good day. These Predator forces are stuck all out of position. Dutch needs to try to come and save these. There's some Hammerheads over there. He's going to take the bottom spikes and the blue field as well. Unleash has nipped at it, but of course he hasn't managed to take the whole thing. These tanks now are going to get chased down by this infantry. Probably going to get another few shots on. Yeah, that Predator tank is pretty much dead. And these Predator tanks here all bunched up. Oh man, look at all that splash damage there. That did a lot. And of course, he could drop a mine. He could do a mine drop here right now. It's prime. The jet would come straight from the side of the map, but he's not going to do it. And he's had that the whole game, and he finally lost it. But here come the Scorpion tank army. I mean, it's actually mostly buggies. Oh, that's interesting. But again, the infantry are chasing it down. The Harvesters are stealth, so I mean, the Harvesters, as far as you're concerned, can just like move out from the dock of the refinery there. Scorpion tank's still being built from Unleashed. That's unusual. And he puts down some SAM turrets as well. These Pred tanks now moving along. Unleashed needs to move his forces over there. What's happening over here? Not much. Orca Strike coming in. Yeah, Unleashed not handling this defense terribly good now. Oh, geez, that Orca Strike killed so many infantry. That was not good at all. Unleashed just faltering a little bit here. Continuing to build Scorpion tanks, but of course he's got a ton of buggies as well, which will counter those Hammerheads quite nicely. But Dutch has blue tib. He turned most of his Tiberium into a lot more Hammerheads, and he's even put Rifleman squads in some of them. I clicked on a few, they had Rifle squads. This force here is now being attacked, and these Predator tanks will get cleaned up. There's too many Scorpion tanks here. No Dozer Blades from Unleashed though, which is unusual. You think if he goes pretty heavily into that, he would be wanting to get Dozer Blade. Does he have? He's actually on his way, so he's upgrading it, he's researching it. And these forces might want to pull back because there's a lot of Hammerheads there. These gunships will tear these tanks to pieces. I mean, they just do so much damage to this kind of armor in this type of number. I mean, that's pretty intense. And of course, he's going to go to the space. Mine drop was dropped there, but it appears to have missed. There's only one SAM turret there. Stealth field comes down, trying to trick or maybe scare Dutch away from this area. Yeah, he's not actually going in. He probably should have committed, and he can probably kill these buggies. Yeah. He's not going to quite get that one. Is he going to lose another Hammerhead? No, not quite. Again, these buggies not powerful enough. He's probably going for laser capacitors. Yeah, probably definitely laser capacitors. Maybe Tib Core first, but he does have Dozer Blade. And Unleashed just chilling out over here. These buggies, though, rush into this base, and Dutch has triple War Factory here. He must be gushing some serious cash. Oh no, he's only got 500 bucks. Okay, Unleashed has 10 grand. That's crazy. Unleashed needs to spend his money on something because he doesn't have very many production structures by the looks of things. He's got a lot of money, though. But Dirty Dutch has both the bottom spikes. Again, Triple War Factory might have been a bit of an extension, considering actually he did sell the ones off back here, and of course that base got destroyed. So this game, interesting, both sides now all of a sudden in a tricky situation. Again, they probably could have handled that mid-game a little bit better, both sides, but I mean, they've come out pretty even. Jet coming in now, what's it going to be? It's going to be a mine drop, and I'm not sure if Dutch even noticed it was there. But Dutch is going to go for an attack on the main field. He's got a handful of APCs and Predator tanks, enough to make a contest this. But laser capacity is done. There's rockets mixed in. It's going to be hard for us to break, especially with an obelisk here and unleashed space defense. But of course, he needs to do something. What's happening over here? These harvesters, wow, look, they took a big chunk out of that field, like right there, and they're all full now. They could be prime targets for stealth tanks, but none available. Unleashed needs to think about expanding again because he's almost out of Tiberium here, and of course, if Dutch gets that field over there, he's in trouble. But the Hammerheads are joining this army, so he is going to try to push in. Obelisk is there, lasers going off now. This is pretty crazy. We're going to see a pretty big engagement here. The Hammerheads coming over the top. Vertigo bombers are coming in. Oh man, they're doing a lot of damage there. Those Vertigo bombers just smashed that armor line. The Hammerheads are pulling back now. And another Vertigo comes in, puts his bomb on that target there. Can't even see if anyone actually destroyed, but Dutch's ground force is in a little bit of a state of disrepair here, and he will be retreating from this fight here. So that was a pretty big engagement. Unleash comfortably defending that, I think. Again, it wasn't terrible for Dutch. He did inflict some decent damage. This army from Unleash isn't actually terribly large. The Hammerheads are now coming back in. Nice formation move to split them up. They do shred a fair bit of those forces, but they do take a lot of fire in return. Dutch is in retreat. Unleashed this force, yeah, there's not really much left of it though, so I'm not sure what he's going to be able to achieve with that. Again, he doesn't really have an army aside from that. These Vertigo bombers, some of them must have been shot down because there was definitely more than 2 of them before, so he must have lost one in that attack. The ABCs probably did shoot one down. Battle markers over here, Venom's over there, and these forces here just forcing Dutch to sell off. We got a battle marker over here. What have we got? An engineer and a commando in a reckoner. That's crazy. Carryall's going to the bottom spice. Unleash is doing so much right now. He's got so many small things happening on the map. It's pretty crazy. and combat support airfield there as well. And I'm not sure what that was. Some units did get blown up. Oh, it would have been the Vertigo bombers, mind you. The Vertigo bombers are getting 2 kills. Wow. Oh man, the Dutch, he's reeling from that. Yeah, he's got harvesters all just traveling across the map now. He needs to move to this base, and he is. And oh, Engineer taking that refinery, and oh, he gets the MCV. Oh man, Dutch, that was massive. There is a commander here. The commander is back in the Reckoner, and Unleash is going to get this war factory. He forces the cell, and then he's out of there. He's out of there. Reckoner is stealth, and that's something you really don't want to just throw away, because stealth Reckoner, man, that's expensive. You know, $900 for the Reckoner, 3,000 for the cloaking field on 1 unit. And that has a lot of utility. There's a lot of engineers and what do you call it, commanders you can put in. Unleash base now being attacked from the rear, but I don't think there's enough here to really jeopardize this force, considering how many buildings are blocking. The Vertigo bombers come in. Oh, they will be splashing down some of their own buildings, but they do a lot of damage. All he really needs to do is wear this force down. He's fine. There's a pit wall here, and these Vertigo bombers are on the deck. They might have to make a run for it. The Venoms are drawing fire, though. The Venoms are drawing fire. Meanwhile, Unleash has cleaned up this base down here with scattered forces. What's happening up here? Oh, the Vertigo bombers go down on the deck. That's not good. That's not good at all. He's going to lose the Texter as well. The Hammerheads are in here. Dutch is making something of this. There's a few Venoms left, and they are going to try to shoot down these Hammerheads. They have no response as well. There are a few Pitbulls, of course. Elite Pitbull there. And he is actually going to shoot down the last of the Venoms. Unleash still has his MCV. He doesn't have Tib Core, but he should be able to hold off just 3 Hammerheads here, and the rest of the ground force will go down. There is an Avatar here which is fighting, and it does actually drop, so that's not good for him at all. Battle markers down here. Meanwhile, Unleash hasn't quite taken these spikes. Another carrier dropping an engineer off. There's an army moving back behind Dutch's base. What's happening over here? Unleash is actually using this refinery to refine with Nod harvesters. That's crazy. I think Dutch might be out of it, because I just don't think he has any economy left yet. There's not enough here to destroy this base. Unleash doesn't even care by the looks of things. He's busy destroying this base down here, and wow, that game got pretty intense at the end. So many small engagements there in that fight that just really added up in the end, and Unleash some crazy things. That crazy open, and of course that Reckoner and Engineer Commando combo just completely knocked Dutch out of the game, because if Dutch got that bottom field, Unleash was in trouble. He was in deep trouble. Funnily enough, Unleash actually got more Tiberium, so he must have got more of the blue field than we really could see. I mean, most of it would have been attained down here, but again, he did push Dutch off his main field, where he retained his main field there. So interesting that Unleash got more economy as well. I thought Dutch might have been a little bit ahead there, but he got a better kill death ratio, 0.75, which is fantastic for a Nod player who went half vehicle, half infantry. But if you went a lot of infantry as Nod, you'd expect that to be a lot lower. But Scorpion tank favorite unit, Predator tank favorite unit, classic Nod versus GDI favorite unit right there. That's what you'd expect to see. 128,000 to Unleashed, or basically 129,000 to 122,000. So you got about 7 grand more than Dutch. And of course, that was basically constant after about the 10-minute mark. He was ahead and just kept that same gap there. So that was an interesting game. 15 minutes, 45 seconds. So decent length on that game. Nothing too short, nothing too long, right in the middle. And yeah, Unleashed coming out on top with his crazy tactics. Once again, just out crazied Dirty Dutch, I guess. Dutch tried to play a more standard GDI, and Unleashed is like, nah, I'm going to be Unleashed and play crazy. And Dutch couldn't handle it in that game there. So that was a pretty good game. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out CanesWrathOnline.com and check us out, see how we're going. Anyway, I'm Green Zero, and I'll see you all next time.